Every racket brand promised you something different for 2026. Yonex quietly launched an entirely new VCORE lineup in January. Wilson dropped the Blade V10 in April with a tapered beam nobody saw coming. Babolat spent months in wind tunnels redesigning the Pure Aero's throat. And one racket on this list scored higher in comfort testing than anything else in its price range, while a completely different one is being called unforgiving by the exact same reviewers. So, which one is actually worth your money this year? That's what we're breaking down today. All 7 rackets ranked with the real pros, the real cons, and the one mistake most players make when picking a new frame. Links to every racket are in the description. Let's get into it. Number 7, Dunlop FX 500 2026 edition. This is where we start, and honestly, it's a racket you either love or you fight with. The 2026 FX 500 keeps Dunlop's signature power boost groove and aero boost frame, paired with sonic core and Infinergy material at the 2 and 10 o'clock positions to cut down on arm-jarring vibration. The string pattern stays at an open 16 by 19, and the sub 325 swing weight means this thing is genuinely easy to swing fast. Here's the thing, nobody tells you up front. This is a power racket in the truest sense. Reviewers at Sportega, who tested the FX line back-to-back with the previous generation, called it more comfortable and more stable, with a bigger sweet spot, but they also flagged that it's still extremely unforgiving, the moment your technique slips even slightly. Tennis Nerd's team went further, saying this might be the best FX 500 yet, preferring it over the more control-oriented FX 500 Tour. So who is this actually for? Aggressive baseliners who already generate their own racket head speed and want a frame that rewards clean contact with serious pace. If you're still developing consistent strokes, this one will expose that fast. Pros: explosive power, bigger sweet spot than before, genuinely improved comfort, easy to accelerate. Cons: punishing on off-center hits, tends to sail long if your swing isn't dialed in yet. Number 6, Wilson Clash 100 version 3. Now here's where things get interesting, because this racket is doing something almost nobody else on this list is doing, prioritizing feel over stats. The Clash 100 version 3 goes back to its roots from 2019, the original Clash cosmetic and playability that turned this into a bestseller in the first place, after a second version that a lot of players felt lost the magic. At a 7-point headlight balance, this thing is nimble at net and forgiving almost everywhere. Multiple testers on Tennis Warehouse described it as fun, fun, fun. A racket that makes tennis feel easier than it actually is. One longtime reviewer, currently playing a Yonex EZONE 100, said the 3rd generation landed right in the middle of the previous 2 versions, with a clearer sense of ball direction than before. But, and this is the part that matters if you're a harder hitter, multiple testers flagged the same weakness. It lacks a little mass. It lacks a little stability. If you're an aggressive 4.5 plus level player who likes to lean into the ball, you'll feel this frame get pushed around under real pace. Pros: exceptional comfort, easy spin access, maneuverable at net, arm-friendly for players managing elbow issues. Cons: lighter feel under heavy pace, less directional control than the rest of this list. Number 5, Yonex VCORE 98 2026. Yonex didn't just tweak the VCORE for this year, they rebuilt it. The new generation started rolling out on January 9th, with the rest of the lineup following through late February, and the changes are more than cosmetic. Yonex thickened the beam in the shaft for a more responsive throat, and again at 3 and 9 o'clock for better torsional stability and a larger sweet spot. Testers at Tennis Warehouse Europe, who've spent real time with the 98, said it plays with a bit more power and a slightly higher launch angle than the previous generation, and they still rank it among their favorite 98 square-inch frames on the market, especially on serves and deep cross-court backhands. One tester specifically called out how well it hammers slices. Here's the trade-off, and it's a big one for anyone chasing pure control. Tennis Nerd's team said this update felt a little more metallic and brassy, with slightly less plushness than the previous VCORE. If you were hoping for the softest, most buttery Yonex frame, this isn't quite it. But if you want spin, stability, and a racket that competes directly with the Pure Aero 98, this earns its spot. Pros: bigger sweet spot, improved stability, strong spin generation, excellent on serves and slices. Cons: slightly higher launch angle than ideal, firmer feel than the outgoing model. Number 4, Babolat Pure Aero 100 2026 edition. This is where the competition really starts heating up, because Babolat didn't just refresh a cosmetic, they went back to the drawing board entirely. The new Pure Aero uses an all-new mold with redesigned throat geometry, verified through actual computational fluid dynamics testing, the same kind of wind tunnel analysis used in aerospace engineering. The result: a measured 6% improvement in aerodynamics and 3% more RPM on topspin ground strokes compared to the previous generation. Babolat also evolved the NF2 flax fiber dampening system to a 2.0 version, aligning the natural fibers in one direction instead of weaving them, which filters vibration more effectively. On the Pure Aero 100 specifically, the flax sits in the handle, so the dampening happens before the shock ever reaches your arm. Tennis Warehouse's testing team said they were thoroughly impressed. specifically calling out the racket's off-the-charts spin production and the surprising fact that it swings faster through the air while staying more stable at speed. But one detailed reviewer at Tencom pushed back a little on the marketing, noting the twist weight on Aero 100 frames has been high for years, and some players have raised real concerns about maneuverability with this new mold. Pros: measurably improved aerodynamics, more spin without sacrificing stability, upgraded flax dampening for comfort. Cons: higher twist weight than some competitors, still demands a real swing to unlock the spin. That's 4 down. But the next 3 rackets are where the actual decision gets hard, because this is where power, control, and pure all-around performance start colliding. Number 3. Wilson Blade 98 version 10, 16x19. The blade has one job: control. And for this year, Wilson rebuilt it around 4 specific goals: more power, more stability at fast swing speeds, tighter manufacturing tolerances, and a completely new tapered beam. As of last year, the blade was already the most used racket franchise on the ATP and WTA tours combined, and this update is designed to protect that crown. The new SI 3D technology reduces twisting on contact, which shows up most clearly on returns of serve and defensive balls hit under pressure. Wilson also introduced Stable Feel Plus to stiffen the horizontal flex, cutting down on frame wobble when you're not hitting the dead center of the string bed. Tennis Warehouse testers rated it 9.5 out of 10 for control and 9 out of 10 for feel, numbers that are hard to find anywhere else on this list. Here's the honest catch: testers gave it a 5 out of 10 for user-friendliness. This is not a beginner racket, and it was never trying to be one. If you're newer to the sport, this frame will feel demanding rather than forgiving. Pros: elite level control and precision, improved stability on off-center hits, tighter build tolerances, chosen by more tour pros than any other frame. Cons: low forgiveness for beginners, demands consistent technique to access its best qualities. Number 2, Headspeed MP 2026 edition. Head listened to the one complaint that followed the previous Speed MP everywhere. The swing weight had crept up to around 330 and players felt it. For this year, Head brought that down to roughly 325 strung, and the on-court difference is bigger than the number suggests. The bigger story is High Bore, a new material blending high-end carbon fiber with boron, engineered specifically to maximize stability and feel on contact. Combined with Auxetic 2 in the yoke and handle, testers across multiple outlets describe the feel using the exact same word: buttery. At a 60 RA stiffness rating, slightly softer than the outgoing model, one tester with a documented history of shoulder problems reported 0 discomfort across multiple hitting sessions, something stiffer frames had triggered for them before. Tennis Express called this generation an evolution rather than a revolution, and that's exactly the point. Head didn't chase a dramatic reinvention. They fixed the complaint, kept the 100 square inch head and 16x19 pattern that made this racket a bestseller, and added just enough new technology to make it feel meaningfully better in the hand. Pros: reduced swing weight for easier handling, standout comfort from high bore material, large, forgiving sweet spot, strong all-around balance of power and control. Cons: still not a dedicated control frame for advanced players who want maximum precision. We're down to the final racket, and this is the one that, generation after generation, keeps proving why it's still the benchmark everyone else on this list gets measured against. Number 1. Yonex EZONE 100. The 8th generation of this frame didn't need to reinvent anything. It needed to refine what already worked, and that's exactly what happened. The EZONE 100 keeps its user-friendly 100 square inch hoop, 300 gram unstrung weight, and 16x19 pattern. But Yonex widened the beam slightly at the tip of the frame for more forgiveness on off-center contact and a bit more raw power. The real headline is Minilon, a new dampening material made using silk fibers designed to boost comfort and responsiveness at the same time, something that usually works against each other in racket design. One reviewer put it plainly: this generation has more pop than the last, with feel closer to the beloved DR editions Yonex fans still talk about years later. Independent testing early this year backed that up, describing an enormous sweet spot and calling the ball explosion off the string bed on forehands genuinely surprising for a stock frame. Here's the honest limitation. At a 68 RA stiffness rating, this is objectively a stiff, powerful frame. But the vibration dampening mesh built into the handle is specifically engineered to filter that harshness out before it reaches your arm, which is exactly why testers across multiple outlets keep calling it far friendlier than other power rackets in its class. It's rated best for intermediate to advanced players in the 3.5 to 4.5 range chasing aggressive, attacking tennis without paying for it in arm fatigue. Pros: massive forgiving sweet spot, new manila material for comfort without losing power, easy access to depth and pace, proven 8th generation refinement. Cons: stiffer frame that beginners or pure flat hitters may find too powerful without adjustment. Quick summary: if you want raw, explosive power, and you already have the technique to control it, the Dunlop FX 500. If comfort and fun matter more than pure stats to you, the Wilson Clash 100 version 3 Chasing serious topspin and stability, the Yonex VCORE 98. Want the most talked about spin update of the year? The Babolat Pure Aero 100. If control and precision are non-negotiable, the Wilson Blade 98 version 10. Looking for the smartest all-around upgrade, the Headspeed MP. And if you want the racket that keeps proving generation after generation why it's still the one to beat, the Yonex EZONE 100 takes the top spot this year. Now you know exactly why these 7 rackets are dominating this year, and which one actually fits your game instead of just your feed. Drop a comment telling us which racket you're currently playing with, and subscribe for more honest, research-backed gear breakdowns every week. All 7 links, with current pricing, are in the description below.